Cool, cool. So we'll plan to make this recording public. And if anything gets said that you think shouldn't be made public, let me know and we'll stop the recording then and we'll start a new one. And if we don't stop the recording at all, we'll just make the whole thing public. Sound good?
Good.
Okay. Great to connect with you, Kathrine. I know, I'm looking forward to the hugging as well soon, but it's great to at least be able to see you and talk to you like this. I appreciate you accommodating my germophobia at this point and where I'm at. I'm getting there. I really do want to be, with you and with everything that's being created. I so honor and appreciate that you're holding that space and that you're creating that space for people and welcoming them and welcoming somebody like me, even that's been on the extreme end of withdrawing from society, that I feel the urge to come and be with you and be at your events and be, part of all you're doing. So I just want to take a moment to just honor you and Serge and everyone around you that's holding the energy that I'm feeling so strongly. So thank you so much for creating that.
I'm feeling like maybe we should put a hand on our heart and connecting a hand on our belly and just feeling that connection, the deep connection within ourselves first. And coming into this moment together, grounding and co-creating. And I know you came for a reason in my life. There's no coincidence. And I want to say thank you for that, for reaching out to me. And I'm sending you a big hug from the depths of my heart, and I'm feeling you right now, like just putting my arms around you and just feeling your heart and calming, becoming present and still. We are so busy running around with so many projects and so many people to deal with, so many things. And yet taking a moment of stillness before we start a new journey. Thank you.
Thank you. That was amazing. So, wow, I can't remember experiencing you like that before. So I honor you and appreciate you for how you've been expanding and evolving for us to have that experience together. Awesome, Kathrine. Thank you so much. I felt that so deeply. I remembered our, powerfully energetic embraces that we've had in the past. I was feeling, that in this moment. So thank you for reminding me of what a strong connection we have. It's not with a lot of people that I've felt that, strong resonant energy like we felt with each other. So I really honor and appreciate that, we're riding very similar energetic waves. And, we get to harmonize in this lifetime, and we've done it in certain ways in the past. And I feel like we're in the beginning of a, tsunami of energetic harmonization, with our worlds and our universes. So I'm so grateful and excited for this moment with you and your universe.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That's so awesome. I so appreciate it. Wow. Where do we even go after that? Do you have any questions? I want to hear. I think the best place to start before we even start doing anything. I know we've caught up a little bit, but give me a little bit more of the catch up in terms of things that you want to share with me that you guys have, done or evolved or whatever, since we last connected. It's been 6 years, right, since we've really connected. So, whatever you want to share of what's transpired from then to now to kind of catch me up and give me context for where we're at in this moment and what, kind of how we're going to dance together in this moment.
Well, I think Serge and I, we were doing, and Ella, we were doing the Tantra games because we wanted to, expand the Tantra community. And mostly it's helping people connect with other people, singles, there were singles.
So I did go to the one event you had at Faina, but like 3 years ago.
Okay, so you were there. Yeah. Okay, so that was that was pretty powerful, right?
That was amazing. That was an amazing event. It was an amazing event. Yeah, really, really great. High level of people, a lot of people, well programmed. That was really like top notch. That was really great.
I know, that was great. And then we continued, but then it became a lot of work, but it was great. But we had to find another system, and then COVID happened and we stopped all the events. And it was amazing because then I went inside and everything stopped, and I really enjoyed that stillness and being with the family, and just being with the kids at home was just phenomenal, just nothing to worry about, just be with them.
How old are your kids now?
Well, now they're big. They're 20 and 17. So
and this was 2 years ago when they were still in high school, basically, right?
Yeah, Andrea was already graduated, but we did a lot of projects in the house, and it was just nice. And
it's awesome. It's so amazing you had that experience.
Yeah, for us, COVID was a blessing for sure, and a lot of learning about myself, and with family also, reconnecting with family in Europe. So a lot of growing inside of me, definitely a lot of growth, internal growth in terms of what do I want to do and how do I want to do it, and I think the Tantra games were great, but it was was a little bit chaotic, and I want to bring the people to a deeper place. And during COVID, we had the opportunity to go sailing. My husband is a boat captain, and we both love the ocean so much, right? Kite surfers and windsurfers and you name it. So he got hired to travel around to Tahiti, to take a catamaran to Tahiti. And that was a huge opportunity. It's like a lifetime dream, he always wanted to go to Tahiti.
Amazing.
He got to travel to Rhode Island on the catamaran, and I got to join in. And that was just the most life transforming thing for me, to just be on this catamaran for 2 weeks and away from everything and on the ocean. That was the sign, like that's where I want to be. That's where I want to be. And that's where I want to take people, on the ocean, to have this meditation that I was trying to do. I was struggling with meditation, trying to calm my mind, to sit still, and on the boat, it was just so easy because it is a meditation to be on the water. So then I asked for a universe. I said, let's have a boat now. This is time. Let's manifest a boat. And we did. We manifested. I feel like I'm gotten really good at manifesting, at the law of attraction. And we got the boat, came into our life. And so we've been working on it for 2 years, for a year and a half. And now it's almost ready. So that's the main thing, main change. So organizing, right now we're still in the process of getting insurance and, the administrative part, and fixing the engine so that everything is working perfect so we can take people. And we already did a couple of outings and it was amazing. We're doing sound healing on board, and meditation and yoga and wellness and water sports, teaching people how to windsurf and e-foil and all this great stuff. So, and everything, I reached a point right now where I have no alcohol and no tobacco, nothing to alter my state. And it's like, wow, it's just crazy, the state, and I'm reached. I'm very, very happy.
It sounds amazing.
So
everything sounds amazing.
Can we put a pause because my
Yeah.
computer is so
Okay.
at the moment we getting organized to do like mini retreats, like day retreats, and actually do my sessions. I started doing my tantra sessions on the boat and taking people like on a real journey of the water, the sun, the massage, the breathing. It's just very, very healing. So I'm very happy, very grateful.
That sounds amazing.
It's a lot of work, a lot of work, especially for Serge, who's been working nonstop for, a while to just bring the boat to what it should be, safe and comfortable. And now I need to decorate also. I want to decorate nicely. But it's there, it's there. And at the same time, we have been involved with the ecstatic dance with Alejandro. And we had this big event on Saturday and it was unbelievable. We had 60 people show up and everybody was just blissed out. Perfect combination of ecstatic dance, Watsu, sound healing, tantra, just high vibration. So we want to expand on that. And yeah, my house is perfect for that, right? We're offering the house to do this.
It's amazing. It's so amazing. The description sounded so amazing when I read it. Now, was this the first time you did it this way at your house, or have you been doing it at your house like this?
No, it's the first time. He usually does it at his house in Hollywood, but his house is smaller, so he can only fit 25 people. And here we can fit up to 100 probably. No, we reached 60, 100 would have been easy, comfortable. So next one is probably going to be October 10 for the full moon.
That's amazing. That's my brother's birthday too.
Oh, okay.
That's so great. Sounds amazing. I'm planting the seed of being there, even if I have a mask on, which I'd be embarrassed about, but I'd love to be there.
That's fine.
I want to experience it. And that's amazing that you're doing that. And I think I wrote it to you. I can't remember that I did an event back in 2014 with Alejandro.
Oh, right.
It was at the Broward County Convention Center, which is like the biggest venue I ever had. I mean, during the day they were doing an event for like 600 people, and then at night I had the venue to be able to produce this event. It was extraordinary, with the big stage and everything at the convention center. It was pretty amazing. So that was when he was doing. I can't remember the venue. We don't need to go too deep down that road, but it was awesome. But getting back to what you were saying about the boat, and we're going all the way back to the meditation on the water, that you were experiencing. I just want to, acknowledge you for that, for finding that space for you, to really tune in, because it took a while for me when I was down here. I really love the mountains and the desert, and that's like where I find my energetic source. And it was a while that I was in South Florida that I really wasn't getting it from the ocean and getting it from the beach, but I kept embracing it more and walking and embracing it, and eventually I found my harmony with it. And I appreciate that you did it all at once on the water like that. That's really awesome.
I think that's what we have in Florida, because it's a big city, it's really packed, and that's the main nature we have. The Everglades are great, but it's not very friendly.
Yeah, right. And I've had that experience being on the water. To be honest, it's just so infrequent. I've only been out on a boat like 2 or 3 times in the last 30 years. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
So you need to come.
Yeah, it's true. I do need to come. What's your capacity on your boat?
Well, for a day trip to sleep, to have people sleeping on board, we can have 6 guests, and us, we can sleep inside the thing. But for the day, we can have 20 people easy, 20 people, and we can do in the front. It's really wide. So
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. When you're doing like, when you're together in one space, can you get all 20 into one space or what? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah, in the front. We have the trampolines and it's really wide and flat. So we can have 20 people, yeah, in the front.
That's awesome. That's so great. And so, so when you have a client and are you actually taking the boat out every time, or sometimes you're doing it while it's docked, or how do you both?
It's not docked, it's at a mooring. It's at a mooring. So that means it's anchored, far away from the land.
Right. Got it.
Out actually. So to get there, it's a little far. We take the little dinghy. It takes about 8 minutes or whatever, something like that. But just the fact to take the dinghy and get away from land already, it's a whole adventure. There's a little adventure side to it. And then the boat is on its own. Pretty much there's nobody around. I mean, there's other boats, but nobody living on the boat. So I have no neighbors, pretty much. Kind of like my house. I have neighbors, but I don't see them because we have a big land. It's perfect. So,
That is amazing.
it's like being on the ocean. I will do outings for certain people and do like, with Sarah, we want to do couple sessions, and I cannot take the boat by myself. I cannot, take it and sail it. But with Serge, we want to take, couples out and do a whole day and then sail. But when I'm by myself, I can do sessions there for like a few hours, and without having to move. It's already the experience of the water.
It's amazing. It's so amazing. Wow. It really is like mind blowing.
Be at the dock. I didn't want to be at the dock. And even it's very difficult to have a space for a catamaran in Florida. Like nobody can take a catamaran because it's so wide. You need 2 spaces. So we couldn't not even find a space. And that was better. Yeah.
Got it. Every time you had mentioned the boat, I was envisioning it at a dock. So now to imagine it in floating in a space with nothing around, it's a whole different energetic experience. It's amazing.
Yeah. I pictures. I mean, I have the website that's almost ready. I mean, it's there. I just need to add some pictures, but I send you the link.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. That's awesome. So you've been doing the website yourself? You told me you were going to be working on that. That's amazing. And you've put
Serge, my husband, Serge mostly.
Got it. Well, it's great that you guys are doing that. Amazing. So, is there anything else you want to share to give me context of anything that I should know about that's going on for you that's also a priority for you in your world right now?
I mean, family is always my priority, like number 1 is the kids and the family, even though they're big. But right now, Matteo is his last year in high school and he's going to apply to colleges. So it's a very stressful moment for him. So I want to be there, hold space for him and, be there. But it's exciting too. And Andrea has a business that's also growing. So we are supporting her in her business. And so there's a lot of creation right now. It's like, it's a lot of base work to do.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful because it's stuff we love to do. So it's, very fun.
Yeah, that's amazing. It sounds amazing that she's in that space and you get to support her in that space, and he's in that space and you get to support him in that space. Sounds amazing. Are there certain colleges that he's looking at right now?
Well, he really wants to go to Canada. So I want to throw it out to the universe that he gets in McGill University in Quebec. That would be that's his ideal scenario. Because it's French and it's the 30th university in the world right now. So it's a very good university. And it's Quebec, it's Canada, or University of Calgary, or UF, University of Florida. But he really wants to go to the mountain. And I know, I I love mountains, and I'm like you. It took me so long to accept the fact that there were no mountains here. But that's why I need to be on the water. It's either on the water or the mountains. And he loves the mountain and the snow. So
That's great. That's awesome. That's an exciting time for you.
yeah,
So
priority that, and just my priority is me also, to be healthy and to be, like doing all this, realizing that yes, it's great to have all these projects, but if I don't have my health, mental and physical, it's not worth anything. So I'm also making big changes in my life to be very healthy in all levels, and that's a priority. And when I see that I put priority to work before that, I have to step back. My body says no, you have to come back. You have to come back. Self-love, self-care, do the things you teach, and I have to.
yeah, no, I totally appreciate that. I honor that you're in that place and that space of healing and empowerment. It's really something I've been acutely aware of lately, because I've been pushing myself to produce on really high levels, which means I'm bumping up against all of the ways that I've been disempowering myself and all of the things that are undermining my power, and I'm having to address it all right now. And that's really, really challenging. And as I'm doing that, I know that that's really the process for all of us to be operating at our highest level, right? In order for us to we've all got some stuff that we're dealing with, that's our patterns, our whatever comfortable way, whatever it is, beliefs, and so actually that's a whole part of what Uniting for Action is doing, is providing a whole realm of empowerment where people can find all the coaches and counselors and books and videos and webinars and just everything that exists for everyone's condition and situation. And we're all learning from each other, and we're all supporting each other, and we're all being in this empathetic place that we're all dealing with everything. We're like being much more open about all the stuff that we're all dealing with, so that everybody can support us, and we're tapping into this support structure and matrix. And so I'm just also realizing in this moment that you're going to be, as prominent as you want to be in the realm of empowerment, you and Serge, and everything you're doing, because you're being, an empowerer of people in so many ways, and you're being such a great example, which I really honor and appreciate with what you just shared about your own, journeys and what you do to be able to create this space for others, because, it's really magnificent, and we need people like you so much, right? We need people that allow us to come in to the space, the energy you're holding, so we can remember who we are, we can remember what's possible for ourselves, and we can remember, what we can create beyond the bounds of what our vision is constrained by right now, right?
Yes, and creating without action, really like getting into the vortex and activating the vortex, so like it's effortless, so we can do things without going crazy and being exhausted. We can do that.
Yeah, it's perfect that you're saying that, because that's one of the first places I want to start as I start sharing some of what Uniting for Action is doing, is because somebody like you that is being a master of being in the vortex is like the perfect person to be using and mastering the system, because it combines the magic that you're holding and the magic that happens around you with a systemization process that allows you to map it all out and be so detailed and accelerated. And you're just creating realities just like as fast as you can get it out of your head, and that's part of like the beauty of this system, is it's an amplifier, right? But especially for somebody like you that's already, things are just going to show up for you, right? I was having the same conversation with a client last night. Is she's just like, I just thought I need a social media person, and the next day, my husband is introducing me to one, and I thought I needed somebody like you and you showed up the next day, that sort of thing, right? And the fact that you're able to exist in that world, I'll show you, we'll get into enough of the details of how that maps from your head out into the world. But the first place I want to start is I just want to start by mapping what you just shared about your, the different aspects of your life, the different priorities of your life, because I use this, make it bigger. I use the mind mapping as a way to help us start an organization. Like we've got the boat, obviously, is a big part.
Give me 1 second, okay? I'll be right
Sure,
back.
sure. Yeah, so let me go back to the mind map. I use the mind map as like the starting point of our organization because we get to kind of see everything in one place and break it down from here. Were there other main parts that you said? Anything else to add to this top level?
No, after you have the friendships, right? But okay. Right. Okay.
Good. And then, we start to get into things. Let's use the ecstatic dance since you just did it and you've got all the different moving parts you were dealing with over the last few days in your head. So what are some of the main things? Like you've got production, you've got promotions, you've got, these different big pieces, right, of what there is to do. So let's just start with a couple of them since I already mentioned it. Production, promotions. What else would you add to this top level of, what you might have to manage your ecstatic dance creation?
Yeah, production, promotion. No.
Okay, so let's just go down from there. So we'll say, with production, you got sound, maybe you have lights, maybe you have
but the ecstatic dance is actually, it's more like an event that Alejandro is doing. So he's kind of in charge of the event himself, and I would be the one providing the space once a month. You know what I mean?
Got it. So you're not even, well, you're doing some promotions at least.
I'm not going to do the light or the sound. That's his deal.
Got it.
Production is also, I guess, would you include production? Would you include the preparation of the house and all that? Yeah, I guess, right.
I think, like you're saying, you're for the venue in this case. Let's focus on.
And I do some promotion too. I don't do the production, but more the venue and the promotion. I do some of the promotion.
Right.
To my people, I guess. And I'm gonna do, I guess I'm the host.
Right.
So that's a big part,
Exactly. So you have the host as certain things, and then what else would under venue would you have for host besides host? So you've got some stuff happening in the pool. You've got some stuff what are the different areas that you're managing?
The garden, needs to be taken care of. So the gardener needs to come and cut the grass. The cleaning lady has to come. We need to move around the chairs and tables. Invite the neighbors so that they don't complain about the noise and the people.
Yeah.
The fire, we make a fire. So there's the fire, the wood, and to take care of, that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah. So this is perfect. So what you're seeing here is you're seeing basically a reality generating machine getting built. Okay. So what we're doing is the intention of this machine is to be the venue for an event. And in order to be the venue for the event, you have to manage each one of these things. And if you don't manage any one of them, then you're not going to have the outcome that you want to have for the intention. You get what I'm saying? I mean, in some cases, it's not like super critical. Like maybe it would be messy if it wasn't garden, but it would still, but you have an intention that you want to fulfill. You've got all of your things that you have to get done in order to fulfill that intention. That makes sense?
Cleaning, I don't really need the cleaning because it's all outside. So it was just me that wants the cleaning. So yeah, we could remove the cleaning lady actually because.
Okay. Yeah, and that's totally fine. It's just the more the idea is that what we're doing is we're finding a way to create a reality generating machine to run and give you the result that you're looking for. Does that make sense? That's what reality generating machines are for. Is what we do is we take an intention and we turn it into a machine, and then we discover what parts of the machine need to be in place in order for the machine to function. Like each one of these is a gear. And if any one of the gears are missing, then the machine's not going to function and you're not going to get the result that you're seeking. Make sense? I call it machines because I think it helps it get really clear for us that every one of these is a gear. And if we don't have that gear in place, either our machine's going to get all wacky or it's not going to work at all, right? So when we make it like that specific, then we can look right at what we're doing and see how we need to manage everything.
Right. But the main thing for me is the boat, though. I mean,
yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the boat and let's start with that. Because what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to start building your first reality generating machine so that we can actually have a the beginning of your control panel. Because when we're looking at your control panel, then what we do with the control panel is then we can make sure that we're putting all the gears in place. Because what I've done with breaking reality down, let me actually pull this up while we're getting into it. Hold on a second. Any questions about anything I've shared so far? Okay, good. I appreciate that. We're on the same page with all of it. So here we created some slides for us to go through. So this is pretty much what we already covered. Oh, we didn't cover the last part. So you're somebody that can master the system because you're already being a master of reality creation. And with this system, you're going to be able to create much more reality in the same amount of time. And you're going to be able to help others create their reality. And you're going to benefit when you're doing so. And that's going to be a big part that we're going to get to at the end, because you are going to be a super influencer in this system. You're going to have a lot of people in your network, as you do, right? And because of that, because the whole network is made up of these people that are seeking something and people that are providing something, you are going to be able to make matches across your whole network. You see what I'm saying? Because it's all automated, right? So when you've got somebody over here that needs somebody and somebody over here that has it, they'll get matched through you, and then you'll earn a commission because you're the connector. So it really helps influencers, anybody has a network, monetize the value of their network. It's really a mechanism to monetize the value of your network, because now the more you can network out, the more connections you have, the more valuable connections you have. I mean, we try to do this anyways, but we don't have a mechanism that allows us to have just money flowing to us from us doing that, right? And this provides that. Do you see how it does that? Cool. So any questions before I dive back in? Okay, cool. So we're getting to that part of it, but the part, that I'm starting with for you is the reality creation, because it's in us defining the reality creation that we want to create, that creates the need for the supporters that we're looking for, right? So it's when we're defining these supporters that we need to achieve the realities that we want to create. Now that we have this need, hey, I need this supporter, I need this supporter, I need this supporter. Whoever, basically like all our friends are trying to send us all of this support that we need to create our reality because they're incentivized to do that. They're going to earn a commission when we pick the person that they send us. You get what I'm saying? So it flips our whole world around because now everyone's trying to support everyone. Everyone's trying to help everyone achieve their reality. Isn't that crazy that we're now going to live in a world like this is the dynamic? And so any questions about that part? Because that's a big part. You know, that's a whole shift of our society.
World I live in already, I guess, but maybe more not systemized, but that's the world I live in already. Like,
exactly. That's the thing. Because you live in this world already, you can show everyone else how to live in that world because now there's a system that has it all systematized, right? And part of the challenge with it not being systematized for you at this point is you have like 100 things that you're doing, right? Like you're one of those people, I've got 100 things. In your world right now, for the most part, they exist as like 100 different things. Like I've got to do this and I've got to do this and I've got to do this. But what this system does is it breaks it down to you doing the same thing over and over and over again 100 times. And when you're doing the same thing over and over again every time, you so master that process, right? Like it's not like I got to do this with this and this with this. It's like you get what I'm saying? The same thing. That's what I'm going to show you. And that's where, again, well, let's get to that part of it because I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but I want to take you through this. So, oh, perfect. That's what I just said. So this is like I shared with you before, we're creating the building blocks of reality creation through this. And the very foundational building block is a story with an offer seeking an agreement. And all of our reality comes down to that very thing. It's just starting with a story, ending with an agreement. So if you think about anything that you want to accomplish, you identify who you need to accomplish that. And then you have a story to that type of person, right? Like if you're somebody that can do this and this, and this, and this, then I will give you this and this and this and this for you to do it for me, essentially, right? Like that's essentially the nature of our agreements, right? And so basically it comes down to identifying all of these different supporters that we need in order to create the whole machine. And then it's just get an agreement with that one, get an agreement with one of those, get an agreement with one of those, So basically it's like as fast as we can create agreements, that's how fast we're creating reality. You get what I'm saying? And now, and not only, so I'm glad you're getting that part of it. So this is a big part again. Because again, it's one story to one type of supporter, a different story to a different type of supporter. You know, I need this from you, I'll give you this. I need this from you, I'll give you this. I need this from you, I'll give you this. You get what I'm saying? So again, really, if you want to like be totally tuned in and managing your reality and leveraging your time and your money and your resources to the maximum degree, what you're going to be doing is figuring out, where am I at in this story to this people? Have I created a story? Have I recorded what my needs are and what I'm offering? That's basically it. That's how the way this system works is essentially you're recording on video. Hey, I need this, 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 this. I'm offering this, 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 this. If you are somebody that can provide that, contact me, you know, in exchange for what I'm offering, basically, right? And what you're doing by packaging it in a video format like that, and also like bullet points, is you're putting it on these pages that then make it available to your whole network. That's the thing. If you have access to your network now, if you can think of somebody that can help you with this, or you can think of somebody that can help you with this, but now it flips it around. Now you're just saying what you need. The words are coming out of your mouth. They're coming onto video. Now those videos are going in the proper places for any of your friends, anybody to scan. And they don't even have to do it personally. It actually happens automatically because in their network is all of the supporters. And as soon as you put onto your page, I need this, then you can see of all of the supporters from all of your network who the matches are. Do you see what I'm saying? So again, the speed to which we're starting to create reality is accelerated so much because right now you're having the universe, you know, send this to you. And again, it's a little bit different for you if you don't have to do the manual process, but you can see where even just defining it in your mind enough to speak it into words is what the universe needs to create the reality you want, right? So this is the ultimate tool of the law of attraction, is you're speaking what you want into the world. It's landing in a place where others can receive it, and you're getting exactly what you asked for through the whole distributed network of the system. You see that? Yeah, I'm glad you see that, because you can see how now, like you've said over and over again, this is what you do, but I've systematized what you do so that now everybody can do this. We can teach everybody how to do this, and everybody's incentivized to help everybody doing this. And again, with you being somebody that's such a master of it, you're just going to be showing people what it looks like to create reality. You get what I'm saying? You're just going to be using the system, managing your control panel. I'm going to show you how you manage your control panel in a minute, because basically with the control panel, you get to fine tune, how can I use time to get this supporter right now? How can I use money to get this supporter right now? How can I use relationships to get this supporter right now? So it gives you the fine-tuned controls to use what you have to leverage to get the support that you need to create the whole, that machine, to fill in that gear, basically. You get what I'm saying? Let's go back. I'm glad you follow it, because I get that I am describing a lot of your world already, and I get that again, we've harmonized on it, and you can see where I've felt and experienced what you have, and the engineer in me has figured out how do I create buttons and websites and all of this to allow people to be working within this process, and for us to be tapped into this vast network. This is essentially like the 5D reality coming into our reality, right? Because right now we have to, again, we try to think, who do I know that would know somebody like this? That's like our process right now, right? If we're not just saying, hey, I need this and let the universe set it. It's like, who do I know that I can ask that might know this type of person? But now what this does is it just connects us into a network that we're all connected into, right? And essentially we have access to everything that's out there already. And we're never having to figure out how to do anything, because when you're going to create an event, there's all these templates of all of these people that already created this event. And the way they handled this part was this, and the way they handled this part was this. And you get what I'm saying? And we have like statistics on all that information. So this was the fastest way to do it. This was the cheapest way to do it. This was the highest quality way to do it. You get what I'm saying? So again, now we're all operating in this environment where none of us are doing anything for the first time ever again. Like, we're all building on the expertise, the collective memory and expertise of the entire society that's already done what we want to do and can just tell us what's the best way to do it. You see what I'm saying?
So where would the video be posted? Where are they going to be posted?
That's a perfect question. So let's start creating your machine and your control panel, because that's exactly, where to go with this right now. I covered all of this, which is great. This is the one thing we're going to do. We're going to tweak stories. We're going to tweak offers, and we're going to share with connectors. So I'm going to show you that. So let's actually do what you asked. So what I'm going to have you do for the boat, let's just make a couple of, let's go off of the boat a couple ways. Let's identify one intention that you have for the boat, and then what pieces you need, of others for that support to come in to be able to achieve, that part of it. Again, whether it's promotions or whether it's, you need a mechanic for your engine or whatever it is that you need to achieve a certain specific intention. So, and this is what, since this is going to become our example right now to work on, let's pick something that's like high priority for you, that like, this is going to be the most value to you if we, help you organize this part for you. So do you have an idea of what that is?
Both. Well, right now I want to make a little video. I want to make a promotional video.
Okay, great.
For like with a drone. I want a drone and somebody who can edit the video, because I'm, I don't really love doing that. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, we need also to shoot. I mean, I have some footage, but I need to do more footage, right? So do a promotion out uh, and finish the website. But that's, you know, I mean, the website is okay. Like we just have one page. I just need to add a few pictures. And right now I need to also do the pricing, you know, how much I'm going to charge for the boat and what is going to be included in the price. So I want to be, you know, reasonable. I offer something that's that people can afford, but also, you know, it's a beautiful catamaran. So you know, I want to be compensated for all the effort and the time and we put in. And we offer like cruises that are very special. It's not just a day out at sea. It's like so much offering. So I guess, yeah, I want to that the pricing right now. I need to sit down and write all the pricing.
Okay, good. It's good that that's a priority for you. And for our purposes, we're not going to focus on that part because that's what you have to do unless you're accessing other people for that. It's more of like this, where you need to hire a drone, you need to hire an editor, you need to hire a videographer. This is, you know, something like this is the machine that we're going to build for you in this moment because you need to attract those outside resources. For this, you're just doing it internally, right? You just have to take time doing this.
I mean, I could talk to somebody. I could do it with somebody also.
Okay. Okay, so that's good. So you could have some people supporting you with that. So what would that support look like? People that have already done something like this, or you need somebody to just research on the internet what's already out there, or what?
I
What
mean,
do
I
you
can do it myself, you know. I guess it's more like doing it, just doing it, you know. Just spending the time, and I you know, it's spending the time. I guess I need to do it myself or with my husband, you know. But he's so busy with the boat and fixing the boat, he doesn't have a lot of time. So
Yeah, I hear you. What there is for this on the let's do it this way since this is a high priority for you. Let's create it like this. I'm trying to think. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna set you up with your own login right now so that you can actually you can build on this, like you can start using it as much as you want. You know, we haven't got to the part yet. I mean, like I've said before, we can do full service, but we're offering self-service. So I'm going to set you up with your account. We're going to put this into your control panel. You'll be able to add to it. You'll be able to show it to Serge. He'll be able to whatever you want to do with it. And then you'll have it there. You'll have it there. So let's go to unitingforaction.com. And when you get to the page, you'll see on the top of the page where it says login, and click on that link.
I go now?
What's that?
I'm going now?
Yeah, but on the computer, not on your phone.
Ah.
Yeah, because we're going to have you check your email and everything. And yeah, this is great.
So
unitingforaction.com. And then at the top, you'll see it says login. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to do the same thing so you can see what it looks like. So you see this little login link at the top here. You see that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. So once you click on that, then at the bottom where it says no account, sign up for free. You see that?
Login.
Yeah, below where it says login, it says no account, sign up for free. See that link? So click on that link. And this is where you're going to add your address, your email address that you're going to get an email right now, an email confirmation. So use an email address you can check on your computer easily. And then once you hit join, then it'll send you the confirmation email. let me know once you click on the link in the confirmation email. I'll pause while we're waiting on that. Okay, so I'm still not sure excuse me, why you didn't get the email. I think it's the server that I'm using. For some reason, it didn't send it. I can't figure out why. And at the moment, because I've never had that problem before, I don't have a workaround in this moment. So what we're going to do, I'm going to work on that offline. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like to be logged in and just show you some of the simple stuff. And then I'll set you up with your login later. But it's simple enough. You'll be able to do it on your own once I connect your email address. So let me start sharing. So I was just updating the profile. So it's a very simple profile for now until we get more complicated, but this isn't the important part, the technology is. So I'm just about to update your name so that we can make this your profile for the moment. I just grabbed your profile picture actually on Facebook. So now I'm going to update. Okay, great. So now here you are with your profile. It's very simple. Once you've viewed it and you've got the social media, you can add as well. Here's your profile. If you added your social media links, that would be over here. And then the main thing here, you got your content down below. We're going to talk a little bit about that today, but I think we're getting a little near the end of our meeting here. So we won't go too deep into that, but you're going to go into your control panel now. So this is what we've been talking about, and you're going to go to manage your intentions. Well, let's actually see what our control panel looks like first of all. So because there's a couple already in here from somebody else I was working with before. So here they have a personal assistant, and here's the different things that they're going to do with that, and financial organization, and here's the different things they're going to do with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add one of your intentions. So again, this is the control panel. We're going to add your intention to make promotional videos. And this is where you can add the description, and this is where you add the YouTube link. So you asked about, where does the video go? It goes right here. You paste the link right in here. So let's actually do a simple example so you can see it. So let's just go to YouTube and grab whatever video is there. So I'm just going to copy this link just for simplicity. So we put you create the YouTube video, you shoot it, you upload it to your YouTube channel, then you add the link here, you can add an image, and then you save. And now that you've done that, now you've got your make promotional videos machine right here. And then you click on that machine to start putting your supporters in. So this is where, we can put a drone operator. Okay, and again, this is where you put the bullet points of, what you're looking for, what I need in a drone operator. We need somebody that's got this equipment, or we need somebody that's got this experience, or whatever it looks like. And then this is what we're offering. And you put it, there's actually another place to get even more specific with that. I'm going to show you that. And then the YouTube link for how you're describing what you need for this particular supporter. And now that you've saved it, now we can preview the content. So what we're doing, sorry about that. It's reminding me I'm going to have to go in a little bit. So first, we've got the control panel where we've got your machine that we're now creating, and we've got the first supporter that we've added to it. And this is where you asked, where does it go on the page? Let me go back into it to edit it. So this is where we manage supporters. We add more supporters. I'm going to click on drone operator because we're going to go right into this page and we're going to preview the content. So I've actually been building a page behind the scenes from what we've done already. So here is the page that started to get built already for our Make Promotional Videos. And on the Make Promotional Videos page, we have Drone Operator. That's the section header, the Drone Operator. This is the concept header. And then here's the Seeking Support. And this is where it breaks it down to seeking, offering, and offering for referrals. So this is where it gets all automated. So again, you say, in a drone operator, I'm seeking somebody with this type of equipment, this type of experience. Show me, these things that you've already done. And if you meet my criteria, then, I'm willing to pay this, and we can also book, give you a free event or whatever other incentives you're going to create. And that's what you're seeking. Oh, I'm sorry. This is what you're offering, those incentives. And then here's what you're offering for referrals. So if anybody knows this drone operator, I can give you $100 if you can send me this drone operator, whatever it is. This is the admin for that. So the page automatically got built just by you defining, make promotional videos, drone operator. It has all these holding places for the content. Now you click on support admin, and this is how you go in and add this content. So this is where you actually specify, this is what I'm seeking, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. This is what I'm offering, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. This is what I'm offering for referrals for somebody that can send it to me. Okay, and then when you save all of that, then again, that's where it ends up. Let's just show you mechanically so you can see. 1, 2, 3, we add that content, we hit save. Now that we've done that, and it's got a place for a YouTube link as well. So again, you can describe this as a YouTube link, which I encourage because people are more apt to watch videos a lot of times. So now we click on preview, and now here's the content we added, 1, 2, 3. And then, oh, okay, I'm somebody that can offer this, and I am interested in what she's offering. I'm going to get in touch. So now I click on get in touch, and now because I'm logged in as Kathrine, it knows that I am Kathrine writing this. And because it was Kathrine that went ahead and posted this, that's who it's getting sent to. So you get a message from who's ever interested in providing what you're seeking. And then also similarly, if somebody's interested in referring somebody to you, yeah.
Hold on, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so again, now somebody that can fulfill what you're seeking can send you a message, and somebody that can refer somebody can send you a message. So this is where it starts to get automated. And that's the limit of the automation at the moment, is that they contact you. So you've got this system. And again, this is what you share with others. Like, hey, like you put a posting on Facebook. Hey, everyone, we need, the best mechanic in town. Who knows this mechanic? If you know someone, click on this link. You send them to this page. That's where you are talking in the video about the type of mechanic you're looking for, the specifics you need, the specific engine, all of these different requirements. This is what, so again, you're sending people to this, and you get the automation of this. This is where you don't have to have a conversation over and over again. Do you know somebody? You get what I'm saying? It becomes totally automated for what you're seeking to find you through the system, right? And then we're getting it. Does that make sense? Any questions about that part of it?
Yeah.
And so this is the limit of the automation at the moment. Again, just so you know where we're at, is that you receive messages from those people. And at the moment, you just manage the communication, the negotiation, the agreement, from here. But as soon as we can, we're going to build out those pieces where it's going to be like a DocuSign system, where there's structured contracts, and you're going to be able to have all their contracts, and basically everything is going to be contractual, all very legal, all very tidy. And that's how all the commerce and all the business is going to be flowing. Make sense? So, so that's where we're going with all of this. And so again, by doing it in this way, all of it is tracked, all of the generations are tracked. So it can be incentivized not only to be a connector, but to be a connector of a connector, going multiple generations. It's where, not only are you making money on referring people directly, like, hey, Jared, I want to connect you with Tom. But it's, again, when Jared has somebody that Tom needs and that connection happens, that you're still in the middle of it, right? So again, it allows you to just have value flowing in from the network you've built out. So that's the other part of it. So there's 3 pieces to this. There's the seeker, when you're the one looking for all of these supporters in order to create the reality you want, right? So that's the first role that you play using this system. Sometimes you're a seeker. Hey, I need this, I need this, I need this. Let me go back to the control panel. So here's the control panel. So on the control panel, you're a seeker. I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this, okay? So you're being the seeker of the things that you need to create the realities that you're intending, Make sense?
Yep.
And then other times you're going to be the supporter, right? Other times people are going to be seeking the type of support you're looking for. We need a boat. We need, you know, a meditation. We need a tantra session, right? So that's where you're the supporter showing up to support people in their needs. Make sense? And then the third part is sometimes you're going to be the connector, right? Where you're connecting the different entities and the different people in your network and all of that. So, and again, it happens through this process, and a lot of it'll happen automated in an automated way, but you'll also set up alerts. You're like, I've got this person that's like so good at this thing, and I want to connect this person because they're just like, you know, they do great for everybody, right? And you can set up an alert so that anytime you make a new connection or a connection is made in your downline, essentially, right? As soon as somebody's looking for that type of person, you're like, I want to get in here because I want to sell this person in. You get what I'm saying? Like, you want to be proactive about it. So you'll always have that opportunity, or you can just like keep your hands off, and maybe that person gets selected of all of the people that they see across the network. You get what I'm saying? And then if they select that person, I'll earn something because I've connected. You get what I'm saying? You have the ability to be as engaged as you want in supporting people and creating and getting their results, or as hands off as you want. But the whole system is giving you all that ability at your fingertips as a connector, right? So again, I want you to think of it those three different ways. That's the connection side of it, is that all of these connections are happening on all these control panels. And as soon as you meet a new person, now not only do you see what's on their control panel and match it, and you don't match it personally, algorithmically, you know, computationally, it's matched, right? Whatever, like you met a new person, hey, I'm going to go ahead and see if any of the needs that you have are matched by any of the people in my network. You know, what's your Uniting for Action ID or whatever, something like that, right? You guys become friends on Uniting for Action. Now, all of a sudden, his whole network is open to your whole network, and you guys see where all the matches happen, right? His network has all of these needs. Your network has all of these needs. This is where they get matched in his network. You get what I'm saying? So this starts to be the world that we're operating in as a connector. And it allows us to have like this vast influence over how things are happening in our world. And especially when people are following us for very specific things, right? Like, because you're so focused on Tantra and these other expertises that you have, when somebody wants to make a choice, am I going to purchase this? Am I going to follow this person? Like when you say, you know, read this book, watch this video, use this product, you know, the people that follow you for that are going to follow what you have to say, not just a random, like, what does the computer tell me? You get what I'm saying? So again, this makes all of what we would just naturally want to have happen automatically within the system, because we're all plugged into the system that's tracking it all and managing it all and just allowing it to flow to us. You get what I'm saying? So you're getting, as you know, I've been talking about, you and I have been tapped in. You and I have been tapped into this energetic process in the realms, in the ethers, and we've embodied it as much as we can in the three-dimensional world in our own lives. And now, because I've systematized it and because I'm actually connecting us into the whole rest of the network, now it can all flow effortlessly. All the channels are open for everything to flow amongst everybody. You see that?
Yeah, I guess when I log in the computer, I will be able to see the other participants and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, we're still at very early stages, right? You're still one of the first users of the system. So there's not like a lot to see yet. But the way we start applying the functionality of the system to you now is to start mapping out the realities you want to create, right? Starting with your boat and starting to have you say in the words what I need. The type of person I need for this is this. The type of person I need for this is this. We post those videos on your page. Then once you have enough of that, you know, laid out, then you just send, you know, post a link on Facebook. Hey, everybody, there's this thing that we're intending, and here's all the different needs that we have in order to fulfill that. If you can send me any of these people, you know, I can offer this.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's something.
How are you gonna help me log in, because it's not working, right?
Yeah, I know. I apologize for that. I'm going to have to go back and do some tweaking just to get it worked out, and I'll send you the link. I've actually got to go
Me
do
too.
do something for a couple hours and then another meeting. So as soon as I'm back in front of the computer, I'll send you the link and you'll be set up and we'll take it from there. Sound good?
All right.
Awesome, Kathrine. It's been so great to be with you. And I so appreciate how much you get this, because I really do feel like you're going to be somebody that can really be a master of this, like from the beginning. Like
I'm not very good with computers, but I will try my best.
it's the energetic flow that you get. And that's the thing. All I'm doing is doing my best to find a way to map the energetic flow into a system on the computer. You'll help me even tweak it to make it even more user-friendly for you, right? It's going to evolve. This is just our first draft. We're going to get so much better at this. The technology is going to get so much better, you know?
Sounds good.
Yeah. But this is a great starting point, right? Isn't this amazing? Like how far we've gotten already, how far I've gotten with this. Yeah. I appreciate it. I appreciate you seeing it. I'm so grateful to connect with you and create with you. I'm excited to see where we go with this.
Thank you. Have a beautiful day and talk very soon.
You too. See you soon.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.